the beginnings of American conquest of the Philippines. And in our discussion, we paid attention on the transition, how from Spain, the power to govern the Philippines was transferred to the United States of America. So yun yung context. Merong Spanish-American War, nangyari ang simula nito sa Havana, sa Cuba. Karoon ng sa dagat, pinalubog yung USS Maine, tapos nagkaroon ng gera doon. In the Philippines, there was also a mock battle in Manila Bay. Ito yung pretext bakit nagkaroon ng Treaty of Paris. Because eventually, the US won in that Spanish-American War. So dahil nanalo ang US, siyang mag-set ng kondisyon. At ang isa sa mga sinet na kondisyon ng US, makukuha niya yung mga teritoryo. At available naman dyan ang Spain because Spain was already bankrupt. Practically maintaining a colony, maintaining colonies. Hindi lamang Pilipinas doon ang kolonya nila. And they have Cuba and Puerto Rico. It's very difficult and financially taxing for them. So kaya eventually pinitawan nila ang Pilipinas. Technically hanggang 1898, bahagi ng Pilipinas ang Guam. Imagine ninyo kung hanggang ngayon Guam is part of the Philippines. Kaya atin yung entire Pacific.
Yeah.
Diba? Bago ka makarating sa Guam, you'll cross the entire Pacific.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we've given up on Guam. Kailan ba? Noong 1898, kasabay ng pag-declare natin ng independence. Anyway, so yan yung events. At paano nagkaroon ng transition. Kasi parang baka iniisip ninyo, alis ng mga Espanyol, dadating ng mga Amerikano. Merong transition period yun. Now, another point that we have to raise, pero i-discuss din natin ngayon, yung nature ng American conquest. You'll notice here, a caricature. Actually, this is adapted from a cartoon, editorial cartoon, portraying Uncle Sam. Kilala niyo si Uncle Sam? Uncle Sam, yan yung simbolo ng Amerika eh. Uncle Sam. Nandito si Uncle Sam, tinitignan niya yung Pilipinas at ano yung interest nila sa Pilipinas. Yung panahon na yun, the Philippines is very remote. In the imagination of the Americans, hindi nila mag-picture kung ano yung Pilipinas. Ang naisip lang nila, this is an exotic place, a tropical place where you can enjoy the sun, the suns, and the beaches. Ganun yung idea niya. Hanggang ngayon naman di ba? Pag pinipicture ang Pilipinas, outside, sun, araw, sand, beaches, and exotic women. Nakakalungkot yun, the same scene that we will see in Boracay. Now, before the complete acquisition of the Philippines, binanggit ko sa inyo na sa Amerika ay merong protesta. Ang leader ng protesta against the acquisition of the Philippines was a group known as the Anti-Imperialist League. Anti-Imperialist League. Itong Anti-Imperialist League, isa sa pinakakilalang figure dito ay si Mark Twain. Si Mark Twain, very vocal. Nagagalit siya. Nagagalit itong Anti-Imperialist League because the idea of acquiring the Philippines was contrary to the ideals of liberty that they are promoting.
Mighty pa sa lupa.
Sabi ni William McKinley,
Imperialist.
merong importanteng pronouncement si McKinley. Bakit kukunin ang Pilipinas? There is a clear reason. Sabi ni McKinley, incidental to our tenure in the Philippines is the commercial opportunity to which American statesmanship cannot be indifferent. Ibig sabihin, yung American colonization of the Philippines is nothing but the promotion of their economic. Bakit economic interest? Kasi pag tinignan nyo nga, di ba, explain ko sa inyo last time, pag tinignan ninyo yung location ng Pilipinas, very strategic. Nasa gitna tayo ng Pacific at saka ng South China Sea, kung saan dumaraan ang traffic ng mga merchandise. Now, the Americans later on justify colonization by using rhetoric. Di ba natatanda niyo, sabi ko nga sa inyo, moral issue lagi yung conquest eh. Because you are not only conquering a territory, it's not an empty territory, but you are also conquering people, subjecting them. Eh itong mga taong ito, may kaluluwa, may independence, may kalayaan. Todo yung morally justified. Anong ginawa ng mga Amerikano? Gumamit sila ng retorika. Sa rhetoric na ginamit nila was borrowed from Rudyard Kipling's poem entitled White Man's Burden. That it is a burden for the Americans. It is a moral responsibility for the Americans to civilize. Civilizing nation ang tawag nila. Bakit isi-civilize tayo? Anong tingin nila sa atin? Ang tingin nila sa atin ay ito, very ironic, half devil, half child. Para tayong tiyanak, di ba? Para tayong tiyanak. I-picture nga ninyo yun, kalahating demonyo, kalahating tao. Kaya nga doon sa mga caricature, sabi ko sa inyo last time, di ba? Sa mga caricature, pinoportray tayo lagi na immature, childlike, di ba? At hindi ka lamang parang bata, para ka ring demonyo.
Good to know.
Demon.
Chinese joke.
Now, paano ba, anong reaction ng mga Pinoy? Siyempre, ang unang reaction natin, hindi tayo matutuwa. We're already independent eh. Definitely we resisted. And resistance came from yung organized resistance. Organized resistance came from the First Philippine Republic of Aguinaldo. Remember that Aguinaldo's republic by then already organized and a strong armed force. And in fact, while in Malolos in 1898, as early as September, they've already conceived establishing a military school. Ito yung precursor ng PMA ngayon. Ano yung PMA?
Ano?
Pahinga muna anak. Philippine Military Academy sa Baguio. Camp del Pilar sa Baguio. Ang tawag, yung maraming nangamatay ngayon dahil sa hazing. Si Antonio Luna, kaya may pelikulang panoorin nyo ulit, yung General Luna, nasa context yan ng American colonization ng Pilipinas at yung army ng First Philippine Republic. General Luna, Antonio Luna, was appointed Commander-in-Chief of the Philippine, the Chief of the Armed Forces of the First Philippine Republic. Ngayon, dahil organized yung military, magkakaroon ng problema. 1901, Aguinaldo was captured in Palanan, March. The next month, when he was brought to Malacanang, he took an oath of allegiance to the United States of America.
Bless you.
Practically, he surrendered the second time. And because of that, the existence of the First Philippine Republic ended. Wala ang Republika. Tinanggap na ni Aguinaldo ang mga Amerikano. Definitely, pagdating na 1901, wala na yung grupo, wala na yung organized resistance. But remember, matatapang yung mga Pinoy. Diba? They will not allow, even if their head, even if the President of the Republic, the First Philippine Republic, surrendered and took an oath of allegiance to the United States of America. Yung mga Pilipino, hindi naman natakot. They regroup and they organize guerrilla forces, which was very problematic for the Americans. It really challenged yung American military presence in the Philippines at the time. Imagine, mga guerrilla ito yung guerrilla tactics that they employed was unfamiliar. No? The Americans are not yet familiar with the guerrilla tactics. Alam niyo, taano natin ang mga Amerikano. Kahit sa Vietnam natalo ang mga Amerikano, ayaw lamang nilang aminin. Why? Because they are not familiar with the military, the guerrilla strategy that the Filipinos doing. Tingnan ninyo yun sa Vietnam. Nakarating na kayo sa Puchi Tunnel, sa Hanoi. Tingnan ninyo yung how the Vietnamese constructed this very strategic tunnel network. My goodness. Talagang hindi sila mapapatay. Kahit walang pagkain yung mga Vietnamese, hindi sila mapapasurrender ng mga Amerikano. That's why the Americans later on resorted to massacres for them to force us to surrender. Now, so elsewhere, habang sumuko na si Aguinaldo,
At least you're putting effort.
patuloy naman yung taong bayan sa paglaban sa mga Amerikano. Isa sa pinaka-momentous na assertion ng independence ng mga Pinoy happened in Balangiga, town in Samar. In recent memory, last year, naging laman ng balita yung Balangiga bells. Ano yung mga bells na ito? Bells ito ng simbahan ng Catholic Church ng Balangiga. What happened in Balangiga? No? Bakit yung bells na yun ay nakarating sa US? Nakarating sa Wyoming. Noong September 1901, pinatay ng mga Pilipino, pinatay ng mga taga-Samar, taga-Balangiga, yung isang malaking detachment ng mga American soldiers. Bakit? Ay sa mga abuses that they committed. Ay nung napatay itong mga sundalong ito, nagalit yung mga Amerikano kasi hindi nila ma-imagine na kayang lumaban ng mga Pinoy. They think that the Filipinos are so backward at hindi kayang makipag-digmaan. Magkakamali sila. So they retaliated. In fact, as a sign of retaliation, they massacred the people of Balangiga. Isa. So yun yung form ng retaliation. As part of that, so after nilang i-massacre yung entire town, kinuha nila yung bells ng church and they brought it to the United States of America. Mula 1902, nandun yung bells, binalik lamang last year. Pero, you have to remember that the bells were returned to the Philippines not because of Duterte. Do not buy that idea that it was Duterte who made these bells na may balik sa Pilipinas. As early as 1980s, Filipino historians were already asking the veterans of the US to return the bells. Nagkataon lamang noong 2018 na isulit. Huwag kayo maniwala doon sa propaganda ni Mocha. Pinag-aral lang ng historian. Yung Catholic Church ng Samar plus the historians lobbied for the return of the bells. Ito yung retaliation. The head of the American regiment, stationed in Samar, General Gephis Nov, ordered to kill everyone over 10. Ibig sabihin, ang assumption nila, kapag ikaw ay 10 years old, kapag kaya mo nang humawak ng baril, kaya mo nang humawak ng polo, pwede mo nang mapatay ang mga Amerikano. Therefore, kailangan kang isama sa masa. So imagine niyo, men, women, children, were massacred. Kaya ang tawag dun sa incident na yun is Balangiga Massacre. In retaliation. Now, ayan, ito yung order ni Gephis Nov. I want the prisoners, I wish you to kill and burn. The more you kill and burn, the better it will please me. The interior of summer must be made a howling wilderness. Tapos ngayon, sabihin ng mga Amerikano that they are our friends. That they are benevolent. Imagine ninyo kung anong benevolence ito. Kill everyone over 10. Now, ano pa ang ginawang resistance sa mga Pinoy? Even if Aguinaldo surrendered and the Republic ended, yung mga former members ng Katipunan regrouped and they reorganized themselves. Ang isa sa mga nabubuhay pa na leader noon ng Katipunan was Macario Sakay, a close friend, a close associate of Bonifacio in Tondo. They're both from Tondo. And Macario Sakay is also a theater actor. He's also a barber at the same time. But during the American occupation, he sported long hair as a form of protest. Alam niyo sa kasaysayan ng Pilipinas, yung mga lalaki na nagpapahaba ng buhok noong una, ginagawa yan as a form of protest. During the time of Marcos, during the time of the Americans, hindi dahil gusto nilang mapahaba ng buhok o style yun, o fashion yun, form of protest. Tatandaan ninyo, o siguro hindi na kayo familiar, merong isang common na song, ang title ay Anong Pake Mo sa Long Hair. It was 70s, 80s, popular, explaining, rationalizing long hair. But it was Macario Sakay who started that type of protest. Aside from that, he organized the old members of KKK and they named the group Republika ng Katagalugan. They used Mount Banahaw and Mount Cristobal in Laguna and Quezon areas as their home base. But unfortunately, the government did not recognize them as legitimate enemies, as legitimate fighters. They instead branded their group as tulisan, as bandits. Kaya nga, pagdating noong 1902, 1902, the Americans will implement the Brigandage Act of 1902 to prevent these people, these former members of KKK, from organizing again groups that will wage war against the Americans. As usual, yung traditional orientation ng mga katipunero, magamit ng anting-anting. Another form of resistance that the Filipinos adopted, maraming mga resistance, maraming ding mga leaders. I'm just explaining here yung modes of resistance. Another mode of resistance was through creative means. Some used theater,